Amber with LifePro. I'm so excited to be able to share with you for the second time today. We at LifePro have launched a new product effective today, and the products have kind of a root word which would include relax. We've got the RelaxaTilt Pro foot massage or foot and calf massager, and we've got the RelaxaTilt Pro. I'm sorry, let me rephrase this again because I'm so relaxed thinking about things that I have forgotten what the names of these words are. Anyhow, relaxation is the theme for the day. So make sure as you are chiming in from whether you're looking from Facebook, from YouTube, or from Instagram, I want you to tell me what you do in order to relax. Now, I want to share with you really quick the definition. I'm sure a lot of you, the definition of relaxation is different for everybody. But I actually looked this up a while ago because I was really curious to see what it actually meant. And so what I'm curious to all of you is after you hear the definition, I'm going to pick a winner, or we at LifePro are going to pick a winner to win one of these two products. One product is retail valued at $750, and the other product is retailed at $369. So big stakes here if you participate. So definitely make sure that you're typing into the comment box whether you're where you're from. I can tell a lot of you are listening in from Facebook, which I love. But we are streaming live right now from YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram. So the definition of relaxation, according to the Webster Dictionary, is the act of relaxation or state of being relaxed. When it comes to a different definition, according to, we're looking at a different root dictionary, the state of being free from tension and anxiety, and the act of making a rule or restriction less strict. So I want you to think relaxation as a definition of just being able to reduce stress, reduce anxiety, and just letting go of things that are not within your control, okay? And so as we continue, as you can see, I'm dressed in more of my relaxation comfy clothes. And I've got my relaxation lounger back here behind me, as well as my two products that I'm going to be sharing with you. But I want to know what you all do to relax. And we all deal with stress on a day-to-day basis. But if there are products that we have thrown out there to you in the last couple of years that you really look forward to relaxing, I want to know either whether you're using those products, or I want to know what you're doing in your free time to relax more. Today, I started my day with getting my kiddo ready for school. Today is like her Halloween party. And so she dressed up as a scarecrow and she asked me to do all this fun face makeup. And it was such a great experience as a mom to be able to get her ready for what was going to be an amazing, fun day for her. But as soon as she left, it was quiet time. And I don't know about how many of you actually meditate and relax in pure silence, but the sound of silence is absolutely amazing when you're used to a lot of chaos or things bouncing off the walls, or maybe you're the one bouncing off the walls like I do throughout the day. But I've got a far infrared sauna in my home. And so I sat down in the sauna for like 45 minutes and just listened to calming music. And it was, and then I got into the shower and just kind of paced myself throughout the morning before I had to come online at noon. And the rest of my afternoon has been bouncing off the walls, getting football players ready for their football sectional game tonight. So it's been a fun yet hectic day. And so I'm really excited to be able to share my evening with all of you and demonstrating some techniques that you can use at home using LifePro in order to relax, which means to decrease stress and decrease anxiety and just sit back and absorb and be in the moment. So that being said, I struggled earlier today, to be honest with you, because I've been suffering of a head cold. I'm COVID negative, but I have suffered from a head cold. So I've been relaxing a little bit more in the last couple of days from the convenience of my bed and just really recharging and recovering. And what LifePro is really known for is their recovery tools, world-class recovery tools. And so what makes LifePro so special is you're going to find a couple of these products. We have released something similar in years past. They're always innovating and redirecting improvements into making products more convenient, but also very cutting edge, very innovative. They're always modifying and improving and creating new options for those who love what they already get, but creating even more of a world-class experience as technology comes about. And so today, again, is about relaxation. And so our two new products today, one is a whole body vibration platform called the RelaxaVibe vibration platform. And it's very similar to our RumbleX platform series in that it has 3 motors. But as you look behind me, it looks like a fancy piece of furniture, like an ottoman, okay? So I'm gonna feature that one last because that product retails higher than a lot of our other platforms do. But it has some secret gadgets in it that you're gonna find really, really cool and innovative as compared to some of our other featured products. The other product that I'm gonna be featuring today is the RelaxaTilt Pro foot and calf massager, and you can use that also for your forearms. So it's over here to the, right in front of the lounger, and it is, we have improved that from the original RelaxaTilt in that it has the ability to swing its lever arm 360 degrees, 22.6 degrees at a time, so that you can get the optimal positioning in order for you to be able to enjoy it. So as we get started here, I want you to remember in the past couple of weeks, we have launched so many the newest product line of Lifepro, which is their red light therapy. And the red light therapy stuff is selling out super fast. If not, I think the mask sold out like really, really fast. I know that they're working very hard to get more and more products in available for you. So my point being is this: they run specials on our new launch products for up to 2 weeks after we launch the product as of today. So if you are interested in the RelaxaTilt Pro foot and calf massager or the RelaxaVibe whole body vibration platform, you need to make sure and get it ordered today so that you get that price locked in. But not only that, so that you're actually guaranteed one of the earlier products as they are continuing to get products in. So want to make sure, oh, I'm seeing all of you guys, I need a volume discount. I know, right? Because their products are just so addicting. That being said, I think some of you saw that I had a product in the light therapy series last episode in which we were launching the Visicure and the Aliva Red. It was the Lumacare, I believe is what it is. And it looks like a miniature flashlight. It is launching, if I remember right, this next week. And Joel is going to he's going to be joining me in this broadcast. And I believe it is supposed to be on Thursday, but I think we're fine tuning the timing to make sure that he and I are both available. But you actually get to enjoy visiting with Joel that night. And as well as that, I will also have clients of mine that are coming in that are being available to demonstrate some of these products word for mouth. I've been using a lot of these products on my clients for the last several weeks, and we are seeing some of the most incredible results with all the different products that they have launched here lately, but also products that haven't been launched yet. We're using those on my clients for pain relief and for healing. Oh, that's too funny. I don't think Joel really exists. I promise you Joel exists. That is awesome. So anyways, I want you all to continue to throw in into the comment section, because one of you is going to be lucky enough to receive the RelaxaTilt Pro foot and calf massager. And one of you is going to be super duper lucky to receive the RelaxaVibe whole body vibration platform, which is retails at $750. It's on super sale tonight through the next 2 weeks at $499.99. So I'm telling you, Joel and Abe are awesome, and they do everything they can to launch the most innovative world-class products at a price that is convenient for you, so that you don't have to hire a therapist, or you don't have to go see a doctor. Now, we are not taking place of medical treatment by any means, but if you don't have the funds or the resources or the time to go to a spa or to go and see a professional like myself, then we are bringing all of these products to you And they are FDA approved products, or I should say they are FDA approved science and technology that provide the optimal results that you're going to get from the convenience of home without having to go someplace on a routine basis. And you're going to be able to do it at the price of what you would pay to maybe go for one visit someplace. So continue to stay tuned with us as we continue to launch more and more of these products, because what is coming is absolutely amazing, world-class, cutting edge, and things that you can all use for the greater version of yourselves on a day-to-day basis. So that being said, I know that you cannot wait. So I'm going to go ahead and just jump right in here and show you what these new products are. So our first product, we have the RelaxaTilt Pro calf and foot massager. And what I want to show you, I'm going to bring this on up here to you. What you're going to see is it has a handle right here on top, but I'm just going to put this right up here and close so you can see all these different controls. Okay. Now you're going to see right here, we have our power button. We have our heat feature. So it does have heat. We have our calf programs, which are 3 preset calf programs. We have 3 preset foot programs. And then we have 3 different intensity modes here. Now, on each side, you have a recessed area in which you can put the remote. So it doesn't matter which side you put it in, but it works on both sides. What makes this unit special is we have our plug-in right here on the end, but even when you have it plugged in, you can still move the rotating bar so that you can tilt in a variety of different positions without having to unplug it. So that is one of the greatest improvements that they made. I know I'm cutting my head off. That is one of the greatest improvements that they made with this product. Now, I brought my handy dandy measuring device here. So I'm going to slide you all back here for just a second so we can get up here close and in person. And I want you to be able to see me doing this. So these are removable sleeves. So what I mean by that is these zip in and zip out so that you can clean them efficiently. And so I'm going to take this, okay, and I'm going to give this to you in inches as well as in centimeters. And I'm just going to do my best thing I can here. And so I'm going to start this here at the top, take it down to the bottom corner, back over across, back up top. So this will fit a calf with a circumference of 16 inches and or 40 centimeters, okay? Now, when it comes to the size of your feet, we're gonna go here to the front, all the way to the back, and a foot that is smaller than 10 inches and or 27 centimeters will fit in this chamber. But wait, if your foot doesn't fit into the chamber, your Piggly Wigglies will just hang out the edge. So either way, you're good to go. Okay, now let me slide this back up so that you can get back into where I'm going with this. And actually, I'm just going to sit here on the front and let you guys check this out while I got it plugged in. Okay, now let me plug this bad boy in here. Okay. Very excited about this. So we are turned on and there we go. Okay, now, like I said, one of the great features about this product is we can tilt the lever without having to unplug it and replug it in, okay? And so what I'm gonna do, because I want you all to be able to see how convenient this works, I'm going to go ahead and push the power button, and I'm going to slide forward up here so you can all see this really close. Okay, so let's slide this back just a tad. There we go. Okay, so on the power, we have the power button is on, and whoops, there we go. So the heat feature automatically comes on, okay? The heat feature automatically comes on. And you're going to see right now I've got the calf. So with the calf, when it's not only a roller, but we've got rollers in here, we've got air compression, and we have pulsation type of vibration. And so when we turn on the unit and we push C1, we're going to get not only calf heated, calf compression, calf massage rolls, and calf vibration. So, and it starts automatically at medium intensity. So you can change the intensity levels so that you can go low, medium, or high, okay? Now, you can also use this for your forearms, but in order to be able to switch this up, there we go. We just stop it right in the moment. I don't even push pause. I just push the different button, and you're going to see that it has changed. So now I'm not getting that rolling, kneading sensation. Now I'm getting just air compression, so similar to the compression boots, but also the pulsation. So pulsation, vibration, and air. So you're not getting the rolling acupressure balls, okay? Now, if I push the C button one more time to C3, now we're just getting air. We're not getting the pulsation, so we're just getting air. So you're going to see the air chambers right here are inflated. Yes, it does have a lot of versatility. If you don't like the heat, because the heat's already on, it's going to heat up to about 104 degrees. If you don't like the heat feature on, you can click that heat feature off so that you don't have to utilize it. Now, on the remote, what makes this really, really cool is on the remote, there's our remote, we have heat, we have calf, we've got foot, we've got intensity, and then we have 3 different features that you don't have access to on the actual control panel. We have air, we have a kneading sensation, and a vibration. So you have the opportunity to go through each one of those features without having to use the preset program, okay? So I'm going to show you how this works. So if we push the calf button, now we're in calf 1, calf 2, calf 3. And let's say I don't want to do the calf anymore, so we're going to go into the foot. Now, the foot is quite a bit different in that you get to do 360 degrees of massage ball. They're little acupressure balls. There are exactly 6, if I remember right, 6 massage rollers, and there's 8 compression air chambers. So we get that kneading sensation in 360 degrees when you're just using the foot feature. When you go into F2, you're going to see the roller balls are not going 360, but they're going 180 and then they're rolling back, 180 and then rolling back, okay? So if you don't like that deep kneading sensation, you just knead forward and then back, knead forward and then back, okay? When it comes to F3, make sure, yep, it kicked onto F3. Now you're just getting the vibration and the air chamber, or actually take that back. You're getting air compression only, so you're not getting vibration, okay? So you don't have, you have the vibration and the 180 degrees in the F2 or the foot 2, but in the F3, you're only gonna get the compression chambers, okay? So let's go ahead and click on air, because if I just say, oh, I just want air, now it's just gonna use air, and the heat feature is turned off, but oh, I decided I really want the heat. So now we're just going to use the remote and tap it, and now we've got heat, and now we have air. Now, if we like the way that that massage roller or the acupressure balls feel, we're going to press the knead button instead of it being into one of these C2 or F2, or I'm sorry, instead of being in one of the calf or the foot features, you're just getting that one feature by itself. So each one of these little features down here at the bottom, those are all manual mode function. Yes, we have a manual feature, but you can only access it from the remote versus from here. Manual mode feature, so you have control over this. Now, I'm going to take this back to where it was at so that you can see all of this in action, because I want you to see how versatile this is. And forgive me a second as I bring up my lounger because I want you to be able to see how this works from a seated position, but also be able to see it from a reclining position. Okay, so right here, I'm gonna go ahead and tilt back so I can get my calves in this. Now, I'm gonna give you a word of advice. I learned this the hard way, and it was not pleasant the very first time I used this. I have got fibromyalgia, so my body cannot handle the high pressure threshold of the foot if I use it on my calves. So that is a no-no. You do not want to use, oh, and the other thing you don't want to do is you don't want to leave your remote behind, because once you get locked in here, it's really hard to get your remote if it's not sitting with you. Okay, so I'm going to power off, and I'm going to power back on, and I'm going to go with calf mode 1, and it automatically provides me with air compression, vibration, and the massage rollers and heat. Okay, now I'm just sitting here chilling out, enjoying my time. Okay, now let me show you something. If you don't have the chair, but you have a recliner at home, look how convenient this is. Once it locks in, okay, I'm gonna use the bar to lift up, and then I'm gonna just simply unlock my recliner so that I can lean back, maybe. Maybe. There we go. Okay, I was locked in. Okay, my recliner doesn't want to work. Let's try this one more time. I think maybe this has to be one side versus the other. Okay, but anyhow, I'm using the bar. This is Amber technical difficulties trying to lean back in the lounger. And for whatever reason, I cannot figure out how to lean my chair back, so I'm just gonna call it a day because it doesn't want to recline. I actually had it reclined earlier today. I'll figure it out here shortly. But anyhow, it's automatically setting me up on calf 1, medium resistant. I know. I'm wanting to relax, right? So who wants to work when you got to relax? But nonetheless, I got to make sure and show you guys this because this is a really cool feature. Okay. Yeah. I don't know. For whatever reason, my recliner decided to break on me. I'll tell you what. Oh, there we go. You know, I was just too relaxed. It wasn't going to work. Okay, so there we go. I was having to work too hard, right? Having to work too hard. Okay, so let me show you this. So now that I'm situated, we're going to power off so that I can comfortably get in here the way I want to be in here. This is not something I recommend you do at home with straddling your lounger. But I want to make sure you all know that you can use this in your recliner at home. So it's really cool. So now we're going to power on, and we're going to use calf. There we go. Yes, we got it. Now that I'm all comfy here, okay, and it's stable, things are comfy. Yes, we did it. Okay, now again, I have fibromyalgia, so the calf massage can be a little intense at times, but because you have 3 different intensity levels on this remote button, I can change it really quickly into low mode. So now I'm in low mode, and I can still experience the sensation of the relaxation of the RelaxaTilt Pro while I'm dealing with the leg cramps and you know, especially if you've got restless leg syndrome. This is another really good option. Okay, now let me show you what else you can do, which is really cool. Now let me see if I can get out of this bad boy, right? There we go. I tell you what, Friday nights are rough. Okay, so the other thing that you can do, I'm gonna bring this up to you all so you can see. Okay, there we go. We're gonna back it up just a tad. Okay, now the other thing I want you to see, make sure that you have the remote in hand for this one because you're gonna need it. Because once I get in here for my forearms, and this is where you can use the knead or the air or the vibration. So we're powering on, And we're just going to go into knead mode. Okay, and it's going to actually start kneading my forearms. But now as you can see, my forearms are not being compressed because I don't have the air on. So now if I turn the air on, now we're filling up the air. Okay, and at the same time, I'm going to get this massage. So yes, you can use this on your forearms. So it's pretty cool. Now, if you decide that you want something more, then you can add the vibration and the kneading, and you can control it all here in the palm of your hand with the remote. If you like the sensation of the calf programming for the forearms, then you can stay in the calf 1 position, in which you're going to get 360 degrees of those acupressure balls working at the same time that you're compressing the forearms, and you can see everything happening. And I'm going to let you see just how much, okay? So just how much there is compression going on here. And yes, it feels absolutely wonderful. Yes, engulf my entire body. I know, right? They do. LifePro thinks of everything, and they have so many great opportunities with their products. And this was, like I said, this was kind of designed to be for a calf or a foot, but I'm using it for my forearms because I had to tape lots of ankles today for football. So everyone deserves to have their own in-home LifePro masseuse. Much agreed. So keep telling me what you can't wait to feel, and I'm going to go ahead and get on out of here so you can see how this works on the foot. Okay, so on the foot, I'm actually going to turn this so that it is facing me for my feet. And like I said, the foot has a much different experience. It's already set up for foot and calf, so you're going to slide your feet in. I wear a size 9.5 women's shoe. Whew, you can see how much it actually massaged my forearms. Very, very good and deep pressure. So just, you got to pick your own pressure as to what feels good for you. But I'm going to go with the F1, which is going to provide me that acupressure, circulating 360 degrees of 6 massage rollers, along with some vibration and along with some air compression. And if the intensity is too much for you, it starts at a medium intensity, you can knock it on down to a low level. That feels so good. So good. You like don't have to have anybody come to your house and rub your feet. You can just sit here for 15 minutes. It is set at a default time for 15 minutes. Oh, the heat feature. I was wrong on this. The heat feature is not 104 degrees. It's 113 to 131 degrees within 2 to 5 minutes after the unit comes on. So it doesn't take very much time at all for all that to happen. Again, it has the removable foot covers. So if you need to wash those or disinfect them, it is not a waterproof device. So make sure if you are sharing this device at home that everybody's got clean Piggly Wigglies, clean feet. And if you don't have clean feet, then make sure you wear some socks. But we are getting a very relaxing experience. So make sure and chime in. If you're just now chiming in, if you want to win one of these tonight, because we're giving away one of these tonight to a lucky individual who's typing in comments, make sure and let me know what you like to do to relax. And relaxation is the act of decreasing stress and anxiety. Yes, I actually looked that up in the dictionary. We're taking tension away from our body when we relax. And so our connective tissue loves to be pampered. And so that's what I'm doing right now. So I'm going to go ahead and click on F2, which simply means it's the same thing as F1, but instead of going 360 degrees with the acupressure rollers, we're only going 180 degrees. So it just goes one way and then it comes back. And we go forward and then we come back, okay? We've got 8 different air compression chambers. We've got 6 preset programs and 3 air pressure levels. from low, medium, and high. Okay, now the unit only weighs about 13 pounds, and I am feeling a little sensitivity with this intensity, so I'm going to knock it down to low level because like right now I cannot move my feet. So that being said, if you don't like what's happening, it's real simple. Push power and everything stops on the dime. Like it stops, and then you can wiggle your way out and you can move your piggly wigglies around and life is good. That's if you decide that you don't like the experience that you're getting, okay? So there's the remote. For storage purposes, the remote slides right here in the edge. Okay, so it just goes right here on the end, okay? And then, like I said, the lever arm, it's this clicking sensation right here that we can move it on 360 degrees so that you get the most beneficial massage experience at home without having to trade out a deal or hire somebody to come and do it. So amazing. Okay, so I'm loving all these great things that I'm seeing. And yes, I know some people cannot stand to have their feet touched by other people. That's the great thing with this is you have the ability to meditate your way through the discomfort. If you are ultra sensitive to having your feet worked on, then you can experience all this without having to have somebody else doing it for you. And you have complete control of the intensities and the overall massage experience. So, yes. Okay. So, so I do a lot of work with connective tissue. That's kind of one of my specialties. And connective tissue, often referred to as fascia, is held together with collagen and elastin. And the older we get or the less active we become, the more problematic that tissue is. So 80% of the neuroreceptors that give your brain feedback on where you're at in space exist on the bottom of your feet, on the skin on the bottom of your feet. And so this is super pampering for that stuff, for those neuroreceptors. All righty, so there is our RelaxaTilt Pro. Now, I'm excited for the next model because this right here, my friends, this right here is legendary. This looks like a piece of furniture, right? But those of you who love the heat feature, this is the top of the new RelaxaVibe whole body vibration platform. And as you can see, it has a little red flower or a little red sun symbol there at the bottom. That is a heat feature. And so what's really cool is this actually is the top of the RelaxaVibe. And so you can actually use this in your living room to prop your feet up or to sit your booty on. And on the other side, surprise, we have our storage compartment for all of the accessories, okay? And so I'm going to click on this button that says push, push, bing, bing, right? And so inside is all of our parts and all of our accessories in order to use our RelaxaVibe whole body vibration platform. Isn't that the coolest innovation ever? I'm telling you, Joel and Abe are on it, okay? Now, let's go ahead and go through the steps here because what I want you to see before I put this all together, this is probably our heaviest unit that we have. This unit weighs a whopping 49 pounds. Yes, 49 pounds. Goodness gracious, it is heavy. But what makes it ultra special is, as you can see, it is a perfectly textured top mat. And then not only that, they include an extra textured mat to go on top of this, and then another mat to go underneath if you need it, right? And so you can see the control panel. It is very similar to our RumbleX because guess what? It's very comparable to the RumbleX. It has 3 motors. That's why it's so heavy. So 3 motors means that you're going to get a most incredible vibration experience, okay? Now, when it comes to the capacity, the weight capacity, it's 330 pounds weight capacity. So it's identical to all of our RumbleX platforms except the RumbleX Max, which has a 550 weight capacity. But 3 motors means that we're getting lateral, oscillating, and pulsation. Okay, so we're getting all three motors, and the more motors that you have, the more integration that you have and action that you have in the connective tissue. And for every action, for every an equal action, there is an you get what I'm saying. Laws of motion. For every action, there is an equal and opposite reaction. So as the unit teeter-totters or shifts side to side, your body is going to absorb that energy and you're going to respond to it without even thinking about it. It's like involuntary. It's awesome. So that being said, we're going to go ahead and put this together so that you can see how it works. Oh, there we go. Okay, now, what you're going to do is this swings out, okay? And I have the screws stored in the bottom here. So if you decide that you don't want to use the resistance bands that come included with pretty much all of our platforms, you don't have to use them. And you can store your screws in the bottom so that when the time comes that you might decide, oh, I'm going to do a workout with Amber, I want to be able to use my resistance bands, then you have your brackets in place. Now, coming in closed into this setup is our resistance bands, just like we've had any other time before. So I'm going to give you a little cheat here. So we have our loop, right? We're going to squeeze the end of the loop through the hole. And then once we get it through the hole and we can open it up to a big circle, we're going to drive the handle through the hand of the circle. And then you're going to pull it tight and then it's going to stay secure. So I'm going to show you this now. So we're going to go to the end of the unit. We're going to pinch, 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 drive it through the circle. And then we're going to pull the handle through. And now we have a secure rubber band, okay? When I turn it over, then you have the ability to use this for balance, or you have the ability to use it for resistance. For demo purposes, because I love to relax and I don't want to work, I'm going to go ahead and remove this so that I don't trip over these cables. So if you're not using your resistance band for balance or for resistance, and you have a balance problem, I highly recommend that you just keep these stored in your unit or wherever it is that you keep your device. And in the meantime, because I don't want to scratch my floor by accident, I'm going to go ahead and swing this bad boy back around until I'm ready to use them. You don't have to do that every time, but if you don't want to worry about, you know, scratching anything, especially since you're using this for a piece of furniture, I like to make sure that my levers here, if I'm not using them, that they are secured. And you can see how fast, that was like less than 20 seconds. There we go. Okay, now we have our bag of goodies. And let me tell you something else that's really cool, okay? What is really cool is that you have this hands-free remote, and so we have blended in. We've listened to your suggestions, your complaints, your frustrations, and the RelaxaVibe whole body vibration unit has a sound lock feature. It has a control panel lock button, and it has a light off feature. So you're going to see it's going to throw you some party lights, right? If you decide that you don't want the stimulation of the lights coming out, you just push a button or you push the light bulb. Let's see here. Whoops, I'm wrong. No light bulb on this. The light bulb's on the control panel, okay? But if you don't like the light feature, you can shut it down. If you love listening to Amber coming through your speakers, you do have Bluetooth speakers on the unit that you can listen to your own calming music if you're using it for meditation or for yoga, whatever it is that you're wanting to do. But you can listen to all of that through the amazing Bluetooth speakers, okay? Now, if you decide that you don't want to hear the constant beeping, okay, you can use that feature on there that looks like a big air horn, and you're going to push that button and it's going to turn the sound feature off. okay? And then you're gonna see the lock on there, and at the top of the lock, when you push that lock button, it's actually gonna freeze the control panel so that you can't accidentally turn it off when you sit your rump on top of the platform, which I do a lot, okay? The P represents program, preset program, and there are 3. And those of all of you who know me, you know I love P2. But you're gonna have a different preset series on this platform than you have on the other Rumble X. So I haven't had a chance to play around with all the preset programs, but I think P2 is still my favorite. So you can operate it in manual mode or in preset mode. And then it comes with all of the resistance bands, extra light to extra heavy, so that you can watch one of my workouts and learn how to tighten up your guns, your buns, and your thighs, right? And then we give you the bag to keep everything in. So here's our power cord, okay? Spongy, like springy, such a good thing. Okay, so let me show you how this works. I'm super excited about this. Can you tell? Now, I'm going to demonstrate this without this first, okay? And super, super heavy. So I'm going to turn this around so that you can see, and I'm using my legs, not my back. Now, we also have this cutout mat, cookie cutter. So if you've seen me cut out mats in the past, they listened and they made them. So it'll go on top of here if you don't want to feel the texture, or maybe you're on your hands and knees and you want to feel this on your hands instead of feeling the texturizing on your hands, okay? Or better yet, if you live on a second story or on a floor higher and you need a dampener mat, okay? This is a sound dampening mat, which is made to place underneath of the unit so it's not so loud underneath of you, like floors below, like no earthquake, right? So if you have trouble with the unit making more noise, I highly recommend using a non-slip mat, which is very similar to one of these, okay? Non-slip mat, so when you lay it down, that it doesn't shift. That's how you're gonna keep it from moving around, okay? All right, so anyhow, there's our extra mats. It comes with 2 extra mats. I'm gonna use this one underneath of my knees. And then you're gonna go ahead and plug things in, which are on the side. And there we go. And I've got lots of cords around me today. So let me get myself all situated here. All right, there we go. We are locked and loaded, ready to roll. All right, now, the one thing I wanna make sure and caution you about, when you get your remote, you're gonna pop it out of this bracelet. Yep, the old school 1980s slap bracelet, boop, just like that. You're gonna see that there is a clear little tag in there, okay? You're gonna pop that little tag out, and that activates the enclosed battery so that now our unit works, okay? And then we're going to pop that back in. Okay, and okay, so the preset program, there's a P1, there's a P2, and a P3. I don't know yet if they are exactly the same as P1, P2, and P3 on the original Rumble X4D or on the Rumble X Plus or Pro. I have no idea. And honestly, I'll look inside of the owner's manual, excuse me, inside of the owner's manual when I get a chance. And we will see if they have a printout of what each of those programs are. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. So let's go ahead and turn this on. Oop, we got to flip the switch. Now we're on. Power is on. The light show is happening. Okay, now, what I like to explain on here, we have what looks like a square piece of paper. That is our manual mode. And then we have a square piece of paper that looks like the dog chewed a corner off of it, okay? That is your preset programming. So you're gonna press that preset programming mode, and I'm gonna go P2 because that's just what I always like to start with, always have. And now we've got it running, and it is running. And it's automatically preset for 10 minutes. So what I want you to remember is once you choose a preset program, you cannot change the speed or the time. You can only do that in manual mode, okay? Now, I'm going to adjust my camera so that when I stand up, that it doesn't cut me off. We don't want my head chopped off. We like my head. Okay. Hey, we did it. All right. So I'm going to let this jiggle me. And I love the feeling of the textured mat that's already inlaid in the unit. And yes, right now we're working at a speed of about 30. So we've got 60 different speeds. 1 to 20 is green, 21 to 40 is orange, and 41 to 60 is red. Okay? And we are just shaking up, I like to say, shaking up the junk in the trunk. Okay, frequency. We're working on a frequency of 4 to 40 hertz, 4 to 40 hertz. 3 motors, super quiet, 10 minutes, oscillation, pulsation, lateral vibration. Okay, it does have screen lock and it has sound feature. The sound is off, and I now have the control panel locked so that when I have a seat, it doesn't kick itself off by accident. Now, the platform is not as wide as some of our larger RumbleX units. The dimension of the RelaxaVibe is 28 inches across, 22 inches wide by 9 inches tall when you put it all together. But oh, this feels so good. It's great. And just to prove that I'm not going to kick the unit off and I'm vibrating myself away. It feels so nice. Okay. So we can do all kinds of crazy fun stuff. See how long I can balance up here. Right? So we're going to go one leg out, one leg in. Nice and tall. Point and flex. Okay. You're going to be able to see me really change the vibration here as it's working its way through. So you can sit all different kinds of ways. Okay. For me, when I first started with Lifepro, it was about my pelvic floor not working. And so all I did for the longest time was just sit on it. And it feels really good just to sit on it, to be honest. And for those of you who are interested in working out the shoulders, you can use this by just maintaining contact. So right now I'm maintaining contact with the unit while my legs are out in front of me. And I am covering up the device and it still continues to work. Okay. Now I'm going to take off my shirt so you can actually see things vibrating because I've got my relaxation clothes on, my loungewear clothes. So we'll take that off. I've been working a lot today. Okay. So you can really see things. Woo! We'd be vibrating. And so that's too much for my hands and my neck and shoulders. So I'm just going to place my hands here and I still experience the vibration. Okay. Going right here. Can feel things working. We're going to go into sideways position so you can see everything vibrating. Okay. Another one of my favorites to do, my absolute favorite, is putting that extra pad on and just going onto my knees and letting my hips open up. So if I squeeze my butt cheeks really, really tight, squeeze them together, I'm automatically going to get a lengthening right here on the front. Excuse me. Detox mode's kicking in. Excuse me. Starting to itch. I haven't vibrated as much lately, so It doesn't take long for me to itch if I haven't been on it for a while, but we're just gonna stretch and open up. Ah, feels fantastic. And you can see everything vibrating. I can still fit everything on here. We're at high speed here. Bear with me as you see everything change. I want you to be able to see my whole body is actually receiving this. And this feels so nice. The material is very soft and it's got this wood grain pattern, but I'm about to feature the best part of this entire platform here. Wait for it. Okay. We're going to go into planking mode. Get into a deep hip stretch. So many different ways we can do this. So many different ways. If you're flexible enough that you can get one foot up, here we go. Switching it up. Now we're in that oscillation mode. I'm going to go one knee down, one foot up. Balance is the name of the game. There we are. Things are really vibrating. Holy moly. That's a fun one. Okay, now, because I have the screen lock on, I got to turn the screen lock off. And you can't push the button on here. So you want to make sure that you got remote handy so that you can screen lock off. Now, let me show you something really cool. The best feature, one of the best features about this unit is not only that it has 3 motors, but we have a heat feature. So this little sunshine here, when I push that button and it's connected, the heat feature kicks on, okay? Now, what's really important when you're doing the heat feature is you have to make sure that this little receptor clicks in with the receiving end of it over here on the device, okay? Which is gonna be underneath of this dampener mat, and it's right here on the opposite side of the control panel, okay? So now I'm gonna push that button and it'll actually glow, so you can actually see that it's on. And from here, I can actually sit on top or let my feet sit on top, or I can actually turn it on to pulsation and receive the vibration through the bottom of the unit. So let me do that right quick. I like to be able to see this. So we're gonna turn it on manual mode and I'm gonna hit play. And because we're in manual mode, you have complete control of everything. Okay, so what's really cool is we're heating hot toasted buns, right? Or hot cross buns, I think is a song. But we're toasting our buns and we're vibrating at the exact same time. Now, you don't see me using the oscillating or the lateral because it can be really noisy when you're doing that. But quite the interesting sensation sitting on top with vibration with a heated feature. It's quite lovely. And my kiddo, my 11-year-old kiddo, her birthday's next week. She'll be 11. She uses the platforms at home too. So it's good for anybody. But if you decide that you don't want to use it to sit on, you can sit in a chair and put your feet on it and relax that way. Did you want to try and stand on it and show the audience how you like it? Yeah? I know you've never been on this one. It'd be a new experience for you. Take your socks off. So this is Zoe. Zoe's my kiddo. She's like super tall and she's in 5th grade and she's got monstrous sized feet. Okay, so that takes about 5 minutes to heat up. Yeah, it's like a thing. It's surprise. She didn't know. She thought it was a piece of furniture with a heater on top. Little did she know she was getting into vibration mode. I'm going to put her on P1 just for fun. P1 for fun. Go ahead and stand on it. Now, it's just pulsation right now. So she's not moving yet. But wait for it. Oh, here, let's see the wrist. Well, that's a slap bracelet. That's a cool thing right now in 5th grade.
No, we really don't use slap bracelets.
Okay, well, we're going to pretend like you do.
Okay, wow. Wow, it's a slap bracelet.
Okay, take your feet a little bit wider and get into a little bit of a squat since you are working on basketball strength. So we're trying to build up her thighs and her booty because she got some thick thighs, right? So we're trying to build her up in order to prevent knee injuries and work on balance because she's got big clodhopper feet, big Sasquatch feet. She likes to dance. Can you stand on one foot? We'll see how long she can stand. It's a contest. She's probably not going to make it very long. What do you feel? Whee! I'm looking to see what programs they have in here, if they've got the programs listed. Sometimes they do and sometimes they don't. But as of right now, they do not have these in here. But what I do want you to see, for those of you who like having a poster, they do have this this wonderful layout of all the different exercises that you can do. And yes, it is a family thing. Oh, look at her. She's giving me bunny ears. It's Halloween. Spooky. Oh, challenge your mom to 1 foot stand. Ooh, you ready for the challenge? Okay, now we have to make sure we're in manual mode so this is actually fair. Otherwise, she might get the better end of the deal, right? Okay. Yes, it would be cool to make a heat attachment for the Rumble X instead, but here's what I would recommend you do for that. If you just get yourself a heat pad, there's 5th grader for you. Oh, you dropped the slap bracelet. You did not put it on all the way. Okay, so we're going to keep, no, we're going to keep track of the time. Nope, we're going to keep track of the time. She's got 10 seconds to stand. We're going to see how long she's got. She's got 5 seconds, and then we're going to go. So hold up. Get your balance. She's in pulsation mode right now, so it's super easy. And go. Balance away. Spread those piggly wigglies. You can't touch yourself either because that's cheating in Mama's gym. Okay, she's 10 seconds in. Oh, we're getting ready to take off. Let's see what happens. A little weeble wobble action happening. Oh, yep, there it comes. You're doing a lot of leaning. She's 30 seconds in. How low can you go? How low? Okay, is everybody here? Yes, I have no idea what happened. That was very odd. That's never happened before. But hey, we're here. Can you all see me? Can you give me a thumbs up if you can see me? Okay, yay! Okay, so she's still on here. She never quit. Okay. All right, let's see if you can make it for, let's see, now you're going into 5:40, so that would be a minute and a half. Once you get to 5:30, I'm going to knock you off. Okay. Is it going to be a mama kind of night or Zoe kind of night? Mama or Zoe? Oh, it's a mama kind of night. Okay, Zoe, move. Zoe, move. Okay, so here we go. Oh, that was on your right leg, wasn't it? Were you standing on your right leg? Back it up, sister. Back it up. Okay, so here we go.
I'm standing on my other foot.
You were standing on your other foot? Oh, okay, here we go. So I'm on my other foot.
Oh, you're doing
Nope, you're not answering questions because you're not an expert.
Should I make annoying noises while my mom's on here?
How about she makes annoying bird noises? Although some of you might not like that.
Should I make some really, really annoying?
No, definitely not. Back it up, sister, or you're fired.
Hit thumbs up if you want me to.
Zoe, back it up.
Thumbs down if not.
I'm back in pulsation mode. We're on P1 program right here. Zoe, back. Zoe,
All right. They gave me thumbs up.
there's 5th grade for you. Hey, Zoe, knock it off. I'm trying to concentrate here. Stop. You're going to go away. You're making me fall. Stop. Oh, okay. She won. My goodness.
Thanks, Promise.
Everybody says happy birthday. All right.
Happy birthday to you too. It's your birthday.
Yeah. So that, I know, right? Ah. Okay. I have got to get back into relaxation mode because, again, the sound of silence, oh my gosh, underrated, 100% underrated. So, so here we are. Yes, I do need a child needing watch. Yes. Okay, so are there color options? No. This comes exactly as it is. And like I said, what I really love about this unit is the fact that it kind of just blends in with everything. Okay, so there we are. And I'm just gonna have my little seat on top. So you can use it, you can actually sit on it. It has a weight capacity of 330 pounds. Boosts metabolism and decreases that cellulite so that the little dimples that we get on our legs, whether we're like in high school, we're in college, or we're past mommy mode, or for the daddies out there that naturally carry a little extra cellulite. Cellulite is actually connective tissue that is compressed. So it is a gray. Let me bring this up to you so you can actually see this up close and in person. And again, this is super heavy. So, okay, there we go. 50 pounds, 50 whomping pounds, okay? So you can see the wood grain, okay? And it's like a gray, a very, very light gray cream, okay? So getting the workout for the day. Oh, there we go. And then the top mat is a very, very light gray, super light colors, which is what I love about it. It actually blends in with my floor perfectly. And I do love the wood grain look. It's a very, very, I know, right? The wood grain is nice, and the light colors just really blends in with everything is what I love about it. So you have the option to use it with the topper, without the topper. It's totally your choice. But if you decide to go a few days without using it, it actually blends into the room looking like furniture. So it's a pretty nice thing. All right, so now I want to go back through and answer any questions some of you might have. So let me, yeah, so let me see. Oh, duh, got to tell you about the pricing, right? We forgot to talk about pricing. We have to cover that. So in order to order this bad boy tonight, okay, this unit would normally be, if we were to sell it at the recommended retailer price, the MSRP on this unit is $749.99. Our regular price after 2 weeks is $599.99. So make sure you hear me right. You're getting this platform today and for the next 2 weeks, $100 off, $499.99. If you're listening to this after the special, if you use the code AMBER10, it might give you an extra discount if it's not on sale, okay? But for tonight and the next 2 weeks, until supplies last, $499.99, $100 off, automatically locks in that coupon when you click the buy button, okay? The RelaxaTilt Pro, okay? It is normally $369.99. LifePro will be selling it for $239.99. you're getting it tonight and the next 2 weeks, $40 off that price for $179.99. Okay, $179.99. Oh, interesting, Blaze. Listing right now is $399.99. Well, here's what I'm going to tell you. If that's how much it really is, you need to buy it now, because I was told it was going to be selling for $499.99, which is $100 off the regular price. So if you're seeing it listed right now for $399.99, you better buy it now, because it might be an error. Okay, that actually happened a couple of weeks ago. We had a small error. So those who bought it in the morning, when we launched it in the morning, actually got it cheaper priced than it was later in the day when we figured out that there was a glitch in our software system. But they are definitely offering some great pricing on all of these products. And don't forget, you get a limited lifetime warranty. So if you are buying a product and you have something go wrong, okay, I know it doesn't happen very often, but sometimes you can turn the unit on, and for whatever reason, it doesn't turn on like it's supposed to. It doesn't matter if it's a year out, if it's 2 years out. I've been working with Joel and Abe for several years, and they have always held up their word on the limited lifetime warranty while the products are available. And if the products are not available, they will definitely honor in some form or another with a promo going forward. So definitely customer service and their warranty are top values for me. That's why I continue to work for them, because they make extraordinary products, extraordinary pricing at a price that everybody can afford, so that you don't have to go to a gym, you don't have to go to a clinic, you don't have to go to a physical therapist or somebody like myself in order to find healing relief. And what the whole body vibration platforms are doing for LifePro, what we are hearing consistently across the board with all of our customers, is legendary, life-changing situations. And everybody's situation is different. But we are seeing cures in autoimmune disease. We are seeing the reversal of symptoms of things that they have been otherwise told are not going to get any better unless they're medicated. We have some clients that are no longer medicated. There are just so many amazing things that are happening. For athletes, you recover so much faster because it's a way to accelerate recovery. And so whatever your situation might be, whether it's lymphedema, whether it's losing 50 pounds, I've lost 55 pounds since I started working with LifePro. And a lot of it, I don't exercise other than using the platform and teaching the workouts. So on the platform is all it's taken me in order to get the weight down. And I'm not one to diet much. I eat about half the calories less than I used to, but I'm not on a special diet. So that being said, keep me posted on if there's any questions. It is good for arthritis, especially rheumatoid arthritis. It is an autoimmune disease. The main link between autoimmune disease and not is stress. And so if we have high levels of stress hormone, cortisol, and adrenaline in our body, then our body cannot continue to cleanse and recover in the way that which your body should be able to recover, in the form of rest, relaxation, digestion, and hormone regulation. So one thing that does happen with a lot of our units is it releases a dose of the happy hormones. And what I call the dose of the happy hormones is dopamine, oxytocin, serotonin, and your natural endorphins. At what age can kids use this vibration plate? I'm going to be honest with you. I have had kids in here for motion sickness as young as 4 or 5 years old. They have to take a Dramamine, and if they get into the vehicle and they vomit. And I had a young boy that came in. He wanted to ride the school bus to school, and so I put him on the platform. He was 5 years old at the time. He got on there one time, and he's been able to ride the bus ever since without having to take medication for throwing up with motion sickness. I have had other clients. I've had clients who have Crohn's disease. I've had clients who have other forms of vertigo or motion sickness that they get on it and it just realigns their proprioceptive patterns. So there's so many different ways that you can use the whole body vibration platform, but the most important thing is it's a different experience for everybody. And so if you don't want to exercise, I have a lot of clients who can't physically exercise because of obesity or because of exhaustion. fatigue, chronic fatigue syndrome. Now we're dealing with seasonal depression disorder. Now is the time to be getting on one, because it's kind of like the magic carpet ride in order to make you feel relief quick. And it really does make a difference in metabolism, as well as caloric burn, and just overall detox. It makes a huge difference in cellulite near instantly. So if you have had challenges with all these different things, I have worked with so many clients with a variety of different things. If you're pregnant, you shouldn't have any trouble with it, as long as you don't start it after you've been pregnant. So what we always recommend for people who are pregnant is continue doing what you've been doing. So if you've been exercising before using the platform, it's not going to hurt you if you want to enjoy using the platform, but just make sure that you adjust the intensity to a level that you can tolerate. As long as your doctor has given you permission to exercise, you're good to go. Because the platform does exactly the same thing as actually going out and exercising and walking. If you are just now pregnant, you're finding out that you're just now pregnant. If you wanted to go from a seated position and elevate your feet on it just to generate some circulation, that's definitely something that you can look at doing. I will tell you, I have some scenarios with irritable bowel syndrome because I had a total hysterectomy. And so the scar tissue that develops really internally on a deep level that you can't see or feel keeps your body from regulating itself from eliminating wastes. So if it's been a couple of days since I've been on the platform and I'm not able to use the bathroom, then once I get on it, it's like, woof, we got to go, right? It's like instantly a stimulant for me to be able to use the device in order to use the bathroom. So I don't have to take a laxative. Amber's discount code, it is AMBER10. And so that won't be, I don't think you can stack that with their code or with the coupon that they've already got going on. But if there are other products that you're interested in purchasing that are not on special, you can definitely use my code anytime throughout the year. And you can pass that on to family and friends, and excuse me. And you can always reach out to me for extra help or advice. Yeah, I know, right, Brenda? Definitely am just throwing myself out there. So we don't learn unless we are able to share our own situations. And so I can tell you that I've had a lot of people who have been in high levels of pain. Experiencing the magic is all about anything positive that results from being resulting from my influence with you. So whether it's good advice, whether it's me using the magic hands, or whether it's the mindset, experiencing the magic is the positive energy that comes from being able to serve and lead all of you into a better way of life. As naturally as possible. And that's what I love about Lifepro, is all of their products provide natural energy in the form of vibration or red light wavelengths, using the LED red light wavelengths. So that being said, those of you who are going to be around, I believe it's going to be on Thursday next week, Joel is going to join me in a new live product launch. And I'm really excited about this next one because I've been waiting for us to be able to launch this product. I've given you a little bit of a sneak peek, and I've used this on a lot of clients with fractures before they go into surgery. I've had 2 athletes who have had foot ankle reconstructions in the last month, and we have used this on their fracture sites, and they're responding beautifully with surgery and recovery. I have had a rash of turf toe injuries or great toe injuries. And with the great toe injuries, I've used the red light therapy, the red light torch, which we're launching very soon. And they're they're receiving pain relief and mobility, an increase in mobility, a decrease in inflammation and edema within 48 hours after we're using it on them. And it only takes 1 to 3 minutes a couple of times a day. So it's really cool how well this stuff works. You don't have to go see a doctor or a therapist in order to be able to have these at your fingertips. So it is ready. It's time for me to go relax. It is time for our next winner. Oh goodness. Oh jolly oh geez. My friends, holy cow. My friends at Lifepro are telling me that right now the platform is $399.99. You need to click buy it now, because I was told it was going to be $100 more, and it is $100 cheaper right now. $399.99 right now. So you need to buy now, so that you can get your guaranteed platform, because it's running around the same price as all of our other RumbleX platforms, and it's brand new and it's gorgeous. So happy. Okay. I don't have my little peep, my little Zoe, not so little anymore. She's 5'2" and a 10.5 women's shoe, and she'll be 11 next Friday. Crazy, crazy kid. Grows up, time goes by so fast. So that being said, embrace now, embrace the moments now, and think about tomorrow as new opportunities and a way to dream big. So I hope 2 of you have been dreaming really big, because 2 of you are walking away with these 2 amazing products. So make sure that you can all hear me. Yep. Okay. Okay, so the 2 winners, okay? The 2 winners, the winner of the RelaxaTilt Pro, Brenda Tiffner. You better not go anywhere. Do not go anywhere, Brenda, because you are the winner of the RelaxaTilt Pro. RelaxaTilt Pro. Brenda Tiffner, you are the winner of the RelaxaTilt Pro. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, make sure you're still dreaming big, because the RelaxaVibe I have not released yet. So Dana Turman, you are the winner of the RelaxaVibe vibration platform. Dana Clinton Turman, you are the winner of the RelaxaVibe. That's the vibration platform. Do your own little bobblehead dance, right? So Dana Turman, if you 2 could please send Lifepro a message. You can contact me if you have to, but make sure you send through Messenger, direct messaging. Contact them and let them know your shipping address and a phone number so that they can reach out to you. Brenda and Dana, make sure that you are able to private message, email, and shipping address to Lifepro directly. You'll be clicking on message link, whether it's Facebook, Instagram, or YouTube, but we want to make sure that you can get your surprise delivered to you immediately. And when I say immediately, we're talking like within the next couple of days, because that's how fast service is. They're like rapid fast. Okay. Super excited to see all you tonight. Just want to say thank you so much for giving you your time with all of us, because again, I mentioned this earlier. I love, after learning to walk again from 8 spinal injuries back in 2005, I really embrace every single day and try and conquer, seize the day, carpe diem, each and every day, living as a servant leader in greater purpose. And purpose being that I'm able to deliver the magic, because I really feel like God gave me a surprise gift in that I can do great things with my mind, my spirit, and my body in the way that I have learned to walk again outside of traditional medicine and therapy practice. So thank you so much for giving me a purpose. Thank you so much for giving Lifepro the opportunity to change your lives. Thank you for allowing us to deliver the magic and to give you the ability to conquer anything. One of our great slogans with Lifepro is "You've got this," and I didn't have anybody to tell me that for several days going into my recovery, because I was the freak of nature, if you will, that they used the garbage can diagnosis that I wasn't going to get better. Life was as good as I was going to get, and that was taking 21 pills a day. Thankfully, I did not develop a drug addiction in the narcotic epidemic time. And so I truly live each and every day in purpose and being able to change as many lives as possible through positive energy, through recommendations and advising clients within my own scope of practice and expertise of sports medicine, sports performance, and massage, bodywork, and Eastern practice. So thank you all so much for giving me your time. Thank you for giving Lifepro the opportunity to change your world and to give back to you. And thank you so much for your hearts, your likes, and for all of your positive reviews on Amazon, on Lifepro's website, and through this community between Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube. You guys are absolutely amazing. 'Tis the season to start being thankful, and we should be thankful every day. But Thanksgiving is around the time, November is always around the time in which we like to be thankful and grateful. So I'm grateful for all of you, and I'm grateful for every day I get to live forward and sharing my time with all of you. So have yourself a wonderful weekend. Be safe this holiday weekend. And I'll look forward to seeing all of you next week, next Thursday, hopefully, so that you can see what's coming next. So if you're wanting to order any of the products, you'll go to lifeprofitness.com, lifeprofitness.com. And if you happen to have challenges that you need to get a hold of our customer service, you're going to contact support at lifeprofitness.com, support at lifeprofitness.com, and we will get you taken care of. If for some reason that you don't get a response from LifePro, through email or through phone, you can reach out through Messenger through LifePro, or you can always send me a message and I can try and relay through the channels they're being to try and get you some extra help. But make sure and go through LifePro direct first. And we're all here together as a team to take care of you. So have a great day. Thank you so much for watching, and God bless you all.